Hey folks, here we are, day 12 or 13 or something like that, the 90-day challenge. And I wanted to talk a little bit about fear and the crippling effects that fear can have on someone's life. Last night, for whatever reason, probably the spam and eggs that I ate for dinner, I don't know, I had nightmares, and at one point I felt myself in the fetal position, tightened up, fighting this nightmare, and it woke me up. It actually woke me up, and I realized that it was a bad dream and that I had to breathe and relax and let go in order for me to be able to get back to sleep, into a peaceful sleep. So I had to do a little meditation to get back into a peaceful sleep. But that fear gripped me. I don't know how long, but it had gripped me and didn't want to let go. Until I woke up and realized that this fear is not going to let me rest. It's not going to let me sleep. And fear has that effect on everybody. Some people fear speaking in public. Some people fear recording a video. Some people fear dramatic changes in their life. They're comfortable living in the box that they live in and don't really want to change. Some people have fear of actually being successful. Robert Kiyosaki has said it, Donald Trump, Tony Robbins, they all speak about the same thing, the effects on fear, that fear has on the mind and the body. Like depression. Depression is a disease that can cripple you both physically, emotionally, and mentally. And fear has that effect on people. You can actually sabotage yourself not to be successful because you're afraid of being successful. Believe it or not. And there's a lot of people out there that are like that are afraid of stepping out of the box and speaking in public and creating their successful life, whether it be in business or with your partner, wife, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever the case may be. So this fear, I've been in sales over 20 some odd years in the security industry. So I have no problem getting in front of a bunch of people and talking. Recording videos, talking, picking up the phone and calling and whatever it takes to get the message out there. But there was a point in time during high school that, in middle school, that I totally dreaded speaking in public and speaking to people that I didn't know. If I didn't know you, I'd skirt away, I'd ignore you, I'd walk away, I'd look the other way, just so that I wouldn't have a conversation. And again, that was fear back then. Fear, translating fear into power is the key. Taking that fear and flipping it so that it's not a negative anymore, but it's now a positive. Fear of failure is an example. Instead of fearing success, you want to flip it and fear failure. So now it's on your team, it's on your side, and it's motivating you to be the best that you can be. Point with this 90-day challenge. The fear of quitting smoking cigarettes because I'm always craving for it. The fear of being successful because I have so many leads and I don't really know how to convert them. I have products, I have services, some of the best products and services that I've seen in a long time. How do I convert them? This is all going back to Digital Gangster's video for his 90-day challenge that a lot of people speak about on here as to driving traffic to your websites and capturing all these leads and all these potential clients and having all these people and not really being able to convert them to a successful business. Well, you got to ask yourself, what is my fear? Why am I dreading calling this person? What am I not saying correctly? What am I not doing correctly? What am I not doing on my videos to get more subscribers, to talk to more people? What am I afraid of? Am I afraid that more and more people are going to want more and more products and services from me, thus creating a vacuum and having me do this 24/7 every day? Or is it the fear of making money and not knowing what to do with it, or not being able to trust people once I have that money? Because there is a lot of people that are unscrupulous out there that are out for a quick buck, out to take whatever you earn. But whatever the case may be, you still have one major issue. Rick Schefren talked about it in his report, the uncertainty syndrome. Constraints, fear, major constraint. And until you remove or flip that constraint, you won't be successful. It's now 6 minutes into this video, and I just wanted to bring this up. The only thing that you have to fear is actually the cliche and the famous saying, fear itself. There's nothing out there. I mean, if you're afraid of failure, you're gonna fail, because every major successful business person or entrepreneur or celebrity that's ever been successful, or even sports figures, every single one of them at one point in time failed. They fail miserably, and the big thing about it is that's all over the TV. Okay, does that stop them? No. They don't fear failure, and that's why they are successful. So my message to you today is to take your fear and convert it into something positive. Convert it into something that's on your side, that's going to motivate you and push you. Fear of failure, I don't have it. If I fail, I start over again. I'm in the middle of creating 3 new companies. I'm actually shutting down one. You close one door, you open 3 more. God made erasers for a reason. So unless that mistake was, or that failure was intentional, on purpose, done by you, for whatever reason, that's what you have erasers for, and that's why you can erase it and move on. Keep going. As long as you learn from that mistake, as long as you try not to duplicate that same mistake, you have nothing to fear. So my message to you again is, do not be afraid of anything. Step out of that box, grab what's yours, take what's yours, and move on. Make that phone call, that dreaded phone call to your client. Make that dreaded phone call to your family or friend that you had a falling out with. Get up in front of a mirror and practice public speaking, and then get a small audience of family members and friends and practice speeches. Whatever it takes to conquer your fear is what you need to do. So with that said, I want to say thanks for all of your support out there. God bless, and have a safe day, and we'll talk tomorrow. See ya.